Good morning everyone. In this video, we are going to cover the current affairs. For mobile optimized ebooks, please install GKToday Academy app. You can attempt the quiz in this app and you can read detailed explanation. For regular updates, please join our Telegram channel. The link is given in the description box. We have started a new channel, Civils Academy. You can subscribe to it if you find it relevant. For hard copy books, you can visit our website gktbooks.com. Now let's start. Which species of frog is the officially largest frog in the world? So recently this species was in news and the name is Goliath. So why this species was in news? Because recently it was spotted in Solomon Islands. So this is the particular species of frog and it is considered as the largest frog in the world. Name of this variety is Goliath frog. Recently it was found in Solomon Islands. Now coming back to the geographical location of Solomon Islands. So this is Australia. This is Pacific Ocean and this is Solomon Islands. And this is the geographical location of Federation of States of Micronesia. Next question is, which country is set to create a line of separation at the Mount Everest summit to tackle the COVID-19 infection? So this country is China. Let's assume that this is Mount Everest. So this is Chinese side and this is Nepal. So China is planning to create a line of separation at Mount Everest to prevent the climbers from Chinese side from being infected by those who are climbing the summit from Nepal side. In simplest term, people who are coming from this side should not be able to interact with the people from this side so that they do not get COVID-19 infection. Recently, China was also in news because of its population census. So as per this census, China's population has grown by 5.4% in last 10 years. China is known for its stringent population policy and it is known as one-child policy. Now recently Nepal was in news because Nepalese Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli lost majority in the lower house of parliament. Now apart from Mount Everest, recently one more mountain range was in news. It is Mount Annapurna. Why this was in news? Because recently Priyanka Mohite became the first Indian woman to scale this Mount Annapurna and she is from Maharashtra. Every year International Mountain Day is observed on the 11th of December. Next question is, the Yazdi is a religious group found in which country? So it is a religious minority and it is found in Iraq. Usually they are found in the northern side of Iraq and they are found in the Sinjar region and its surrounding. So examiner may ask you that recently Sinjar region was in news. It is associated to which country? So it is associated to Iraq. Now recently this community was in news as United Nations is investigating the atrocities of ISIS and they have found that Islamic States committed genocide against this Yazdi minority in 2014. So this is the geographical location of Iran and usually Yazdi minority group is found in this northern side of Iraq. Iraq shares border boundary with Syria, with Jordan and with Saudi Arab. It shares border boundary with Persian Gulf as well. This is Iran, this is Gulf of Oman, this is UAE. Answer in comment box what is the name of this particular strait. Next question is, Bucharest 9 is a group of 9 countries from which international bloc? So this is associated to North Atlantic Treaty Organization, that is NATO. So what is the objective of this particular group? So it is a group of 9 countries. These countries are from Eastern Europe. So this include countries like Bulgaria, Czech Republic, Estonia, Hungary, Latvia, Lithuania, Poland, Romania and Slovakia. Recently, these 9 countries were in news because of this Bucharest 9 or B9. This is a group within NATO. So recently, this group has specified that there is a need of more security forces on the eastern side of Europe. Now, what is NATO? It is North Atlantic Treaty Organization and it was signed in 1949. That means North Atlantic Treaty was signed in 1949. The headquarters of NATO is in Brussels. It is in Belgium. The most recent member of NATO is North Macedonia. Now answer in comment box whether Russia is a member of NATO or not. Next question is, which is the deepest oceanic trench on Earth? So it is Mariana Trench and it is situated in the Western Pacific Ocean. Recently it was in news because of the mapping of ocean and this mapping was done as a part of 5 Deeps expedition. Now coming back to the geographical location of this Mariana Trench. So this is the Mariana Trench. This is Japan, this is China, Taiwan, Philippines, Indonesia Papua New Guinea, and this is Australia. This is Pacific Ocean. And Challenger Deep is the deepest known point in Earth's hydrosphere. That means in the ocean surface. So it is the deepest known point, and it is situated on the southern end of this Mariana Trench. So this is the Mariana Trench area, and this is the Challenger Deep. This location is in the ocean territory of Federated States of Micronesia. We have already discussed the location of this Micronesia in the first question itself. Next question is, which multilateral institution has launched Asia Pacific Tax Hub for better tax coordination among its members? So this has been launched by ADB, that is Asian Development Bank. So recently it has launched Asia Pacific Tax Hub for better coordination among countries in the matters of taxation. Now recently Asian Development Bank was also in news because of NGFS. What is NGFS? It is Network for Greening the Financial System. This NGFS was launched during the Paris One Planet Summit, and the summit was organized in 2017. Recently the summit was also in news because of RBI. Recently this NGFS was also in news because of RBI, as RBI joined NGFS. RBI is Reserve Bank of India. Recently RBI was in news because of RRA 2.0, that is Regulatory Review Authority, and RBI constituted a advisory group to assist this RRA. Answer in comment box who is the chairperson of this advisory group which has been constituted by RBI to assist Regulatory Review Authority. Now recently RBI was also in news because of new ED, that is Executive Director. So recently Jose J. Couture has been appointed as new Executive Director of RBI. Next question is, the Mobile Payment Forum of India is a think tank set up by which institution? So it is a think tank associated with IIT Madras, and it is in Chennai. Chennai is in Tamil Nadu. So recently this MPFI, that is Mobile Payment Forum of India, was set up, and it is a joint initiative of two major institutions. One is IDRBT. What is IDRBT? It is Institute for Development and Research in Banking Technology, and this is Hyderabad based institution. And second is the collaboration of IIT Madras. IIT Madras is in Chennai. Actually Madras is the old name of Chennai. Now recently Tamil Nadu was also in news, as the new Chief Minister has been appointed in Tamil Nadu, and he is the M.K. Stalin. Next question is, who is commonly referred to as Iron Lady in Kerala politics? So she is K.R. Gauri. She was a communist leader and she passed away recently. She is often referred as Iron Lady of Kerala politics. Who is known as Iron Man of India? He is our first Home Minister of independent India, that is Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Now in the context of iron, recently one more term was in use, Iron Dome. So what is this Iron Dome? It is a air defense system which has been developed by Rafael Advanced Air Defense Systems. This is a company of Israel. So this dome is like a non-visible air defense system, and it is going to destroy the incoming missiles in air itself so that these buildings cannot be attacked. Recently it was in news because of ongoing fight between Hamas and Israel. Now a similar air defense system is THAAD. What is THAAD? It is Terminal High Altitude Area Defense. So this has been developed by USA, and it was in news recently in the context of South Korea. THAAD has been deployed in South Korea. Recently USA was also in news because of Colonial Pipeline cyber attack. So this Colonial Pipeline is a oil company of USA. Recently it was in news because of this particular cyber attack. Next question is, which organization has released the Renewable Energy Market Update 2021? So it has been released by IEA, that is International Energy Agency. The headquarters of IEA is in Paris in France. It was set up in 1974 under the framework of OECD, that is Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. Recently it released a report, that is Renewable Energy Market Update 2021. So as per this update, the renewable energy contribution or renewable energy capacity addition declined in our country, and it declined by almost 50% in 2020 as compared to 2019. Now this happened because of lockdown and various restrictions imposed by COVID. Recently one more report was in news, and it is Connected Commerce, a roadmap for digitally inclusive Bharat. Answer in comment box, this report has been released by which organization? Next question is, who has been named as the COP26 People's Advocate? COP stands for Conference of Parties. 26th COP is going to be in Glasgow in UK, and UK is going to host this Conference of Parties in partnership with Italy. This COP is a part of UNFCCC, that is United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. UNFCCC is a resultant of Rio Summit of 1992. So three significant resultant of Rio Summit are UNFCCC, UNCBD, that is Convention on Biological Diversity, and UNCCD, that is Convention to Combat Desertification. So who has been named as the People's Advocate for COP26? He is Sir David Attenborough. So Sir David Attenborough is a well-known historian and broadcaster. He has been named as the People's Advocate for this 26th Conference of Parties. COP25 held in Spain, and it was organized under the presidency of Chile government. Next question is, which Indian state is the first to launch online flood reporting system? So it is Assam. Recently, Assam's State Disaster Management Authority partnered with UNICEF for this online flood reporting mechanism. SDMA, that is State Disaster Management Authority, is constituted as per the provisions of Disaster Management Act of 2005. Now please note that for disaster management, the nodal authority in our country is MHA, that is Ministry of Home Affairs. Present Home Minister is Amit Shah. Recently he was in news because he launched Ayushman CAPF scheme. So it is a health scheme for the members of CAPF. CAPF stands for Central Armed Police Force. CAPF are under the administrative control of MHA. So like CRPF, ITBP, CISF, all these are part of CAPF. And for this Ayushman CAPF, MHA has collaborated with NHA, that is National Health Authority. This NHA is also the nodal authority for the implementation of Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana or Ayushman Bharat scheme. Next question is, as per Income Tax Act, what is the maximum limit to which money can be transferred in cash? See, because of coronavirus pandemic, a lot of people are forced to visit hospitals and nursing homes. Now, this is emergency situation, so obviously they try to pay through whatever method they can, and that is why a lot of them are using cash mechanism to pay. Therefore, the central government has relaxed the income tax norms for the COVID hospitals and nursing homes for receiving cash of 2 lakh or above. And this exemption for cash payment is for a specified period from 1st of April to 31st of May in 2021. And for this purpose, the Finance Ministry issued relaxation of Section 269 ST. So this section is related to cash payments. So these were the most important questions. Now we are going to discuss important news events. So first is COVID van. This has been launched by Delhi Police, and it has been launched for senior citizens to help senior citizens in the time of this pandemic situation. Now please note that Delhi Police is not under Delhi government. It is under MHA, that is Ministry of Home Affairs. 3 subjects are outside the domain of Delhi government. These are land, public order and police. Next is World Food Prize 2021. So recently Dr. Shakuntala H. Thilsted won this World Food Prize 2021. She is of Indian descent, and she became the first woman of Asian heritage to receive this particular award. Next is OSIRIS-REx. So it is a spacecraft by NASA. NASA is the space agency of USA. Recently the spacecraft was in news as this has commenced its journey back to Earth. This spacecraft collected samples from asteroid Bennu. This was launched in 2016. So now it is coming back and it is expected to reach Earth in 2 years. And last is Green Urja Awards. So recently IREDA won the Green Urja Awards 2021. What is IREDA? It is Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency Limited, and it is under MNRE. What is MNRE? It is Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. So these were the most important questions and news events. Thank you, and that's all for the day.